All right, welcome back yet again. I believe this is week 14. Everyone confirm that for me. It is week 14 of the NFL season. The boys are buzzing. Fantasy playoffs are starting in some leagues. Got another week in some other ones, but Frank, aren't you not the one seed in that league that you keep talking about this big winning streak in?
Yeah, I'm not the one. I'm the one. I'm first in my division, though.
Who's the one seed, though? Who's the one seed?
You.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With a huge game from Dalvin Cook to start off the week, might I add.
Well, I didn't see, but whatever.
He put about 34 fantasy points. All right, so we're just going to jump right in. We have a slate of games from Sunday and Monday. Let's just get started. The first game of the day we're going to talk about is the the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs at 1:00. The line is KC -10. Frank, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs, but I don't have them covering. I know it was a blowout last time, but I expect it to be a little bit closer this time. But I'll say they win by 7 by touchdown.
All right, so you got the Raiders against the spread.
Yes.
Okay.
Chiefs. Pretty high scoring game, relatively.
Okay, so the Chiefs, they kind of sold the bag last week for me. They didn't play as well as I thought they did, even though they won. I still think they beat the Raiders, though. So I'm going to go Chiefs by 10.
So they push the spread.
They push.
Okay. Pat?
I will go Chiefs by 17. The Raiders are only getting worse as the season progresses, and Kansas City is looking like Kansas City of years past, and I think that just continues on Sunday.
Yeah, this Kansas City defense has really stepped up in the last couple of weeks, looking like a defense that's competent. And, with the kind of offensive firepower that they have, and just getting that connection back with Mahomes, it really only takes a league average defense for them to do some dangerous work. No Darren Waller this week. No Carl Nassib. No Denzel Perryman's hurt as well. He's doubtful, and that's a huge part of their defense. I don't know if you watched any of the game last week against the football team.
He's so good.
But they subbed him out for a play because he was injured, and they threw KJ Wright in at his position. And KJ Wright has never been the vocal leader of a defense. This is coming from a Seattle fan. I love KJ Wright, one of the best linebackers we've ever had. But Bobby Wagner led that defense, right? So they put KJ Wright in for a play, and it was all misjumbled. They couldn't get set up, whatever. All right. I'm going to take Kansas City by 28. I have the score being like 42-14. Like, I just really don't see the Raiders moving the ball without Waller, especially with the way this defense has been playing. What?
I've got 40-23.
That's hot. All right. Now let's look at some fantasy starts from this matchup. I really want to take Darrell Williams again, just because of how good of a game he had against them last time, but he's been losing just so many of his things. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Kansas City defense. I think they put up a big game. Pat?
I am going to take this is a tough one. Do I go with Mecole Hardman again? Because I take him almost every week. Or do I go with Foster Moreau?
It's up to you.
I think I'll go with Foster Moreau.
Naturally. Boach?
This is the tough part because most of the Chiefs players and the Raiders players that are left, besides for maybe like Hunter Renfrow, are must starts.
I wouldn't categorize Clyde as a must start right now.
So I'll use Clyde.
Okay.
Because for me, he's a must start just because my team is ass.
I'd agree that in most cases he's a must start, but he's been injured. Like, he's been good recently, but like this season he hasn't been amazing. Plus the injury, like, it hasn't really been a must start scenario for a while.
I think he does good enough versus Raiders D-line, so I'm gonna choose him.
Word. Frank?
So is Renfrow a must start?
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, I'll take him. He had a touchdown last time, and with Waller out, I expect him to get a touchdown again.
Which is true. All right, moving on. Game number 2. Seattle Seahawks at the Houston Texans. The line is Seattle -8.5. I'm going to take Seattle with the line, win by about 10. I just don't think there's a matchup here.
Seattle covering, as much as it pains me to say. The Texans are terrible. They're just terrible.
Boach,
I'll
Davis
get them by
Mills is
10.
officially the starter for the rest of the year, by the way.
Yeah. Tyrod, his injuries are insane. I feel like he gets hurt every 3 weeks. But yeah, I think Seahawks win by at least 14 and should be cakewalk for them.
Keep their
It's
playoffs
Seattle.
hope alive
Should be.
momentarily.
Should be.
Yeah,
Momentarily.
Seattle as a Seattle fan, they love to make every game close
But
as
this
they
is not
possibly
one of
can.
them.
Well, you'd be surprised. Pat,
I will take Seattle winning this game 9-3.
I wouldn't be shocked, honestly.
No, I'm kidding. I've got Seattle covering. I'll take them by I'll take Seattle winning by 9. So like maybe like a 25-16 type of thing. Some weird numbers.
Word. And a fantasy start for you, Pat?
Seahawks defense.
Boach?
D. Eskridge.
Frank?
Also, I like the Seahawks defense putting up a big game here, playing good the past couple of weeks. Terrible team in the
Playing good
Texans.
since week 3, but
Playing good. You see, you can't take a compliment about the team.
I forgot they lost
always
Jamal
can't.
Adams.
You
they
can't.
did
Oh yeah,
lose
they
Jamal
lost
Adams
Jamal,
for the
but
year.
I trust that pass rush to get home a couple times,
You have
maybe
been
like
watching
3
us
to
play.
4 times.
You have been watching us play if you think our pass rush is getting home. My fantasy start is DeKalen Zacharias Metcalf, putting up about 28.6 fantasy points this week.
Yeah.
Moving on. Ravens at the Browns. Two teams where you don't really know where they stand, to be honest.
So bad.
The line is Cleveland -3 at home. I'm going to take the Ravens in this game. I don't think it's going to be a particularly fun game to watch. It's just, I think it's like this is two teams that could like play like a 10-3 game, but then also play a 42-35 game, right? And so it's kind of just up in the air. Are we looking at any major injuries here? I mean, obviously the Raiders have their whole team out, but in terms of like guys that like you expect to be playing, there aren't really many.
Let me open the injury report.
Browns punter is injured. I don't know. I'll
That's
take the
big.
Ravens. I'll take the Ravens by 6 in like a 22-16 kind of game. I don't know. It's just kind of ugly.
That's intriguing because I've got the Browns by 6 with a Nick Chubb walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Okay.
I got the Browns winning in a horrifically ugly game. I could see Lamar throwing like 3 interceptions again, maybe even 4. And with the Ravens O-line state right now, I could see Myles Garrett getting home a couple times. Just ugly. But I got the Browns winning like, what was it like? Wasn't the score like 16-10 last time, except in the Ravens' favor? I could see the Browns winning like 14-10 maybe at this point.
Wait, I changed my mind. I've got the Browns winning by 15-17. Like, because I forgot because the Browns last game was against the Ravens, so they just had 2 weeks for everyone to get healthy, and then like they
Yeah,
haven't
and
had to
no
worry about
more
like playing a game last week. And
No
the
more
Ravens had to go
Humphrey.
play. Okay, Frank.
No, I'm okay. You see, you can't do it.
Coach?
Can't.
So I will
Oh,
actually pick the Ravens. The Browns 34-18.
so I personally believe the Ravens are good,
I agree.
even though they are like half like a dead corpse in their team. So I find it tough to see how they can win this game with no corners and their safeties aren't the greatest, but I still think they're better than the Browns. So I'm gonna say Ravens by 3.
Okay.
And yeah,
Fantasy starts. Everyone should punch one in real quick.
Baker
I'll take
Mayfield.
I'll take another defense, and the Browns defense having a good game against
Give me,
this shambles Ravens offense.
give me Devontae Freeman.
give me Rashad Bateman. Every time I say this, I say he's gonna get his first touchdown. Just hasn't gotten it. So it's going to happen.
Stop jinxing him, bro.
All
Stop
right.
doing it.
Jaguars at the Titans. The line is Tennessee -8.5. They do not cover the spread, but Tennessee does win this game by 5.
Tennessee wins. Also pretty
Wow.
low scoring, kind of ugly, but they win by 6.
So, forgot. Tennessee is just really, I don't know. They're another one of those. AFC is so like, do something so I can see if you're good or not. I think the
I mean,
Titans-
the two teams we've complained about are
What about the
have
Patriots? They're
dealing with
good.
quiet down. The two teams that we've been addressing in the last two games, it's a little frustrating that the Ravens and Titans will just stamp how good they are. But I mean, it's also fair to realize that they are both probably two of the top 5 most injured teams we've seen in a while.
That is true.
Right. So like it's Julio's probably back this week, might I
Yes.
add. I don't know. I think the Titans are better than the Ravens when healthy, but I also don't know because the Ravens aren't healthy all year. So
Yeah.
it's just a really hard situation to judge these teams on right now. But
So I
yeah,
feel
bad.
Titans by 3.
Pat,
I've got the Titans winning this one pretty easily. Sure, they're injured, but they're still playing the Jaguars, and they're on a 2-game losing streak to the Patriots, and then it was the Texans.
yeah.
And so I think they win a game, and I think they do it pretty easily. So they do cover the spread.
Word. Fantasy starts.
Ryan
Julio.
Tannehill.
If he plays.
Who'd you say? Julio?
Yeah, if he plays Julio.
Dez Fitzpatrick. I don't know. He's getting some
Remember
targets.
week 4 or week 5 when Boach told me Dez Fitzpatrick sucked?
He does.
I'm pretty sure I remember that.
He does. He sucks. But he's back on my team.
Louisville legend.
He's back on my fantasy team. He somehow ended up back on my fantasy team after like 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Boach has such the team, and then he just picks them as his starts every week.
No.
My fantasy start of the week is Randy Bullock.
Hey,
Fat
Little
Randy.
kicker action. All right, moving on. The Saints at the New York Jets. The line is Saints minus 5.5. Boach, I'll let you start. Get it out of the way.
Our run defense is historically one of the worst ever, based off my eyes.
So,
Kamara is back.
stats.
What?
So no actual stats.
Huh?
well, he said no actual stats.
Yeah,
You said
how do you
based
know
off
you're the
your
best?
eyes.
How do you know you're the worst run defense, buddy?
Oh, basically
He
going
said
back to
based
the
off
Colts
my-
game, the Patriots game, he's given up the most rushing yards in a 4-game span in NFL history. So if that means anything to you guys. So
Well, no, because
Yeah.
you said historically we're the worst run defense in NFL history based off my own eyes. Like that just means you watch the Jets. Like I was saying, do you have actual stats to back that up?
well, I just said a 4-game strand.
Okay, yes, we heard your stat. Let's move it
We
up.
suck. Basically, Kamara's back. Taysom Hill can't throw the football, but it doesn't matter. Saints by 12. I don't know. It's a weird number.
Pat,
I'll agree with him on that. I'll go Saints by 13. And Taysom Hill rushes for 2 touchdowns this week.
Saints by 21.
Oh,
Frank?
Saints by 14. What? Dale?
Taysom Hill is
just-
also my fantasy start of the week. I think whenever
Same.
he's at quarterback, you have to start him. He
Same.
gets so much rushing volume. Like even last game, he threw 4 picks, and he was still one of the top 10 fantasy quarterbacks of the week. So
Same.
Still
that
on the
Jalen Hurts vibes.
This man, this beautiful man. That's the start of the
You're
week.
really starting him against them.
Yes, I will. No,
Okay,
no Davis, no more.
Cowboys at Washington
care.
football team.
Oh yeah.
Dallas is the 4.5-point favorite in this game.
Yeah, should be higher.
Shooter? Like what?
It should be higher than that. That's
Okay,
like
Frank, who you picking?
big game for the divisional standings. But I gotta pick Dallas. I just can't pick Washington. I got Dallas winning by 10.
Pat,
I've got Dallas by 24. I don't think the football team is good. They just lost Logan Thomas now for the year. And Dallas is finally getting fully healthy. Like the defense is fully healthy for the first time all year. This is going to be the first time all year. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb have all played fully healthy.
yeah,
So,
Boach.
My issue is the Cowboys running game. Pollard, questionable. Zeke hasn't been 100%, but Heineke and Gibson, they've proven to be good. So I think they'll keep it close, but eventually lose in the end. Cowboys by 6.
So I want everybody to think back about 54 weeks ago. 5 weeks ago. It's Thanksgiving. You're eating food with your
Fuck.
family. You're feeling good. Turn on the game, and Washington is beating the Cowboys by 25. I think Washington beats the Cowboys again. I think they beat them by 14, and I think Antonio Gibson has another one of those games. You know, he had it last year where he kind of stamped himself as like, I'm here. And I think that that's something that we can expect him to do again. He's already started to do it. No J.D. McKissick again this week, probably, from what I'm hearing. It just seems to me that Antonio Gibson is like finally feeling good, and it looks that way in his recent couple of games. So I'm going to stick with him on this. He is also my fantasy start of the week. I think he puts up 28, 30 points in this game, and he rushes for 3 touchdowns against Dallas. So yeah. Fantasy starts.
I'd start Cooper.
This is a must start, so.
But he hasn't been healthy. So how do you know that?
Oh, he is. When he's healthy, you play him.
Okay, well. Heineke is another big game.
I'm a Gallup guy. I like Gallup, so I think he'll do pretty good.
You know, some would say Amari Cooper is a must start, but he's been injured the last couple of weeks, had COVID, so I think I'm gonna stick with Amari Cooper.
So you let him take Amari Cooper, but when I do it, it gets shut down? Then
Correct.
Yes, that's how this works.
Yeah,
Might I add, if you've been watching, Frank, like you say you do,
watching from the
this would mark,
Cowboys?
this podcast. This Antonio Gibson pick would mark a very important benchmark in the Cowboys season on picks from me. Why is Antonio Gibson as my fantasy pick such a weird occurrence when the Cowboys are playing the Cowboys? Why is that such a? Why are you picking him and not him?
I don't know.
Because I picked Dalton
You're
Schultz
casual.
every week. All right.
But we all know Ryan is obsessed with Antonio Gibson, so.
Yes, sir.
He also
Falcons.
picks Dalton Schultz.
Falcons at the Panthers.
Oh God.
Panthers are -2.5. I don't care who they start; they suck. No Christian
So both
McCaffrey.
of them?
PJ
actually,
Walker
both.
sucks.
Kyle Pitts is a must start. Cordell Patterson is a must start at this point. So I guess
got
I
winning.
start Chuba Hubbard, but I'm gonna have the Falcons by 3. Young Wei Koo with a game winner.
I got the Falcons. I got the Falcons winning because the Panthers are terrible, but I'm fading both lineups from this game. I'm not
Weak
starting
division.
anybody.
Weak division, easy schedule.
Yeah.
How is that our fault? Brady can't control who he plays.
Who said anything about Brady?
So what are you talking about? Weak division then?
We just mentioned that the NFC South is a weak division.
We'll talk about Brady in a bit.
No, you're actually going in the waiting room for that game.
Yeah.
Okay. I have not a hatred towards the Panthers. I just need them to lose, and both of these teams are kind of bad. Falcons are just the better of the worst teams, I could say, and I think they win by 10. I think they pull away lead.
Also, if you're playing in a league with individual defensive players, as me and Frank do in one of our leagues, my starting linebacker for the entire year, Foyesade Oluwakan, solid look for the Falcons defense.
I'll take the Falcons by 6, maybe a little 30-24 action. And my start of the week will be Russell Gage.
I'm afraid of a starter. I don't know. They're all bad. Cam Newton, if he plays starter, I don't even know if he starts yet.
He is.
So yeah, Cam Newton, get a rushing touchdown.
Did y'all see that Falcons game last week where Brady threw that pick 6?
I did.
Facts.
But did you also see when he threw 4 touchdowns?
No, I only saw the pick 6.
That's facts.
All right, moving on.
Smith.
Lions at the Broncos. The Broncos are 10.5 point favorites. That's way too many points. The Lions continue this win streak and knock off the Broncos. Jamal Williams is my fantasy start of the week if DeAndre Swift does not play.
Isn't
Yeah, I
Jamal Williams-
disagree.
He's got COVID, right?
Yeah, I thought he got ruled out for this week.
Oh, Jamal Williams did?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I looked at their
I
injury
didn't
report.
really follow the Lions very closely. I'm on Ross St. Brown. My fantasy start of the week.
You stole my start.
Yeah, I
No,
disagree.
he's actually been on my fantasy team since before the season.
Thing.
Okay. go
Lions
ahead,
lose
Frank.
this game, go back to the losing ways. Broncos win by 7, take care of business. Broncos defense has a big game. They're my start.
Ew, who the hell am I start? What the hell is this lineup?
I don't like the Broncos, but the Lions are the worst. So Broncos by 14, and Teddy Bridgewater is a good game.
I will take yeah, I feel like 10.5 is too many points, so I'll take the Broncos to win, but not by that many. And my start of the week with Brandon McManus, I expect a 60-yard field goal along with 2 50-yard field goals.
Frank,
What?
who's your fantasy start?
I told you, Broncos defense.
Oh, I didn't hear
You
you.
picked like 4 defenses this week.
I
You
picked
can only start
2
one.
actually.
Oh, you
I
didn't,
picked
you
3.
picked
3.
49ers at
I
the
can start whoever the hell I
Bengals.
want, Boach. Yeah.
Okay, so this is confusing
This,
to me. So the
this is a very
49ers,
interesting game.
the 49ers
up?
are going to Cincinnati, and they're 1.5 point favorites. No, thank you. Bengals by 21.
Yeah, I disagree. I got the Niners
I
winning.
don't care. Fantasy
Are you?
start of the
I
week is
thought you were
Seahawks.
finished. I got the Niners winning by 7. Close game. Big game here for both teams. Affects their playoff contention a lot. Niners just had a very, very crushing loss to Seahawks last week. So
I mean, if it's very, very crushing, then they must have been crushed 15 of their last 18 matchups.
no, that's
So
not.
they can't beat Seattle.
I'm saying it was crushing because of winning or losing to a batting down ball at the goal line. It's not fun. I'm starting Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk.
How do you feel about that one, Pat?
Yeah. We've made a rule that Brandon Ayuk isn't allowed to be started from.
Why is that?
You just got to pick
Pat
someone
does
up.
it every week.
Why do I have to pick someone else?
It's not your start.
No, I'm starting him.
Frank's starting Jeff Wilson Jr.
Okay.
Mm.
I will be starting Brandon Ayuk this week in the Niners win by 3 versus the Bengals on a walk-off field goal by Robbie Gould.
Coach?
I have a feeling if Mixon plays, they win. He has a sickness, so I don't know if he will play, but if he does, I think the Bengals will win by 6. But on the other side, not even know who their backup running back is because Mitchell's out.
Jeff
Let's.
Wilson Jr. and JaMychal Hasty are supposed to be.
They're both. Yeah, I don't like any of those guys. I'm gonna just go with wow.
No, I don't know.
Uzama.
Okay.
Uzama.
Okay.
Now, big game of the 4 o'clock window. The one we've all been waiting for. The New York Giants at the the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are a 10-point favorite. They don't have home fans like that. I have
Doesn't
the
matter.
Chargers. I have the Chargers by 14. I don't know. Too many injuries for the Giants. There's just been bugged all year. Chargers are a good team. Austin Eckler's a must start, or he would be my start. I do like Kadarius Toney in this one if he's playing.
He's out already.
Is he? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, man. I start doing some research on my players this week. I've been so wrapped up with school and finals and all. I haven't had a good chance to look at my boys. Yeah, Kadarius Toney is ruled out. I guess Jared Cook.
And he stole my player. Never know. I'm gonna say Chargers win. Mike Lennon is not the truth. Even if he plays, he's questionable. Chargers significantly destroy the Giants by 17, and Mike Williams wins. He got wins, but like wins in the game.
Chargers win by 20.
I'd like to make a public service announcement that I am officially backtracking on my Lions pick as TJ Hawkinson is doubtful.
Shit, there goes he's my fantasy guy.
Okay,
He's
so
Frank's
start
fantasy guy, even though he stole it.
Frank. You should start Ryan Griffin.
Okay, let me get to my Chargers pick. I got the Chargers decimating the Giants by 21, and Mike Williams pops off 3 touchdowns. He's my fantasy start. Just
Can I change mine now?
no.
No, you can't. Pat, did you go yet?
No. I've got the Chargers by 16 because I don't think there's been a 16 yet today. And my start of the week will be the Chargers defense. I don't really see the Giants doing anything on offense. Maybe like a final score of like 26-10, something like that.
Yeah. All right. Sunday Night Football.
What the
Bears.
hell?
Joe said he gets
You
I
can't
see
do
nothing
that.
wrong.
You can't do that.
Bills at the Bucks. Bucks are 3.5-point favorites.
Should I start with this one?
Yes.
Actually, Pat, you can start with this one.
I bet I've got the Bucks winning this game by Bucks by 10. And my start of the week, I think it'll be a high scoring game, but I think in the end the Bucks just pull away from it because Josh Allen will turn the ball over. Not a lot like it, but it'll have like a crucial turnover down the stretch. And my start of the week will be Rob Gronkowski because he's an absolute stud.
Coach?
I've fallen off the Bills hype train, and the Bucks are elite at home. Their defense secondary is kind of bad, but their D line's good enough. So I'm gonna say Bucks by 8, and let's go with Tyler Johnson
Okay.
with the touchdown.
So last week, heavy rain, winds, gusts. I don't know if it was raining. I just know there was a lot of wind gusts.
Snowing.
Oh yeah.
Snow.
It was
little
heavy
snow.
wind. Just heavy wind.
And Dawson Knox didn't do his best. I think that he's my fantasy star of the week as he turns it around a bit today or tomorrow afternoon. Excuse me. It's able to get his hands on a lot of stuff. Josh Allen puts his trust back in him. And, he kind of has one of the games he had been having before he fractured his hand. So, yeah, that's the reason why I'm taking Bills by 17. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Packers. at
Wait.
Bears. What?
I have to go.
Do you?
Yeah.
But you
Okay.
win already.
Okay.
Probably
fine,
stop.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. I got the Bucks in a
Okay,
very
so the
close
Bears
game.
at the-
Yeah. I got the Bucks in a very close game. Bills are desperate because this win is like, well, I wouldn't say desperate, but if they lose this, they have a very good chance of missing the playoffs, most likely.
No.
Not very good, but it could really rattle.
You make stuff up as you go.
I'll get the Bucks. I got
Don't
the Bucks
forget
by
the Bills
7.
were his Super Bowl pick 4 weeks ago.
Literally.
Let's forget about that. Bucks by 7.
No. we
Leonard
don't forget
Fournette.
about that.
Leonard Fournette, humongous game against.
I would
the
say
Bills.
Lenny's a must start.
I wasn't saying I was starting him. I was just saying like Leonard Fournette, humongous game.
Because
Oh,
you know that Brady needs a running back to carry him, right?
no, because the Bills haven't been able to stop the run for the past couple of weeks. Jonathan Taylor destroyed them.
Let's drop
Damian Harris. Damian Harris destroyed them.
Best O line in the
Harris
league.
didn't destroy them.
Leonard Fournette will destroy them also.
Frank saw the one for touchdowns. Well, he must have had 800 yards.
Bucks by 7. They go to 10-3. Bills get knocked down to 7-6. I'll start Tyler Johnson.
No,
Since
he's a
AB.
must
Can I
start.
change it again? Come on, man.
AB is still
Tyler
suspended.
Johnson's a must start.
How is he a must start? He gets like 2 targets per game.
Yeah.
Can I switch it to Cole Beasley?
AB should be cut. Yeah, you can change yours to Cole Beasley.
Thank
AB
you.
will
He's
not be
taking two
cut
of my
because
picks.
Brady says so. Bucks move to 10-3, clinch the NFC South
Okay,
next week.
Bears
That's
at
it.
the Packers.
Okay.
Packers are 12.5-point favorites. They win by 28. And my fantasy star of the week is Alan Lazard.
Yep. In Lambeau, Packers destroy the Bears, 21-point victory. Rodgers continues to own them. Alan Lazard, big game, receiving touchdown.
You just like
Yeah,
you ever thought of your own?
No, he just
What, I didn't hear you.
Yes, you did.
Okay, Modez Valdez Scantling, big game, 2 touchdowns. Rodgers regained some trust in him after roasting him horribly in the beginning of the year. Just
What?
Coach.
you didn't hear what Rodgers said about him? Come on now.
I'm gonna go with the Packers by 10, and I'm gonna go Allen Robinson. He should
well.
play this week. He should play. The field is back. Hopefully they connect for a touchdown. It's been too long.
Pat.
All right, I've got the Bears winning at halftime by 3 just to lose this game by 17. No, 8, maybe like a 17-14 Bears lead, and they got outscored 21-0 in the second half. It was like 35-17. And my fantasy start of the week will be AJ Dillon.
Solid. Final game of the week, Rams at the Cardinals. So you just like gonna sit down? I don't know.
Check
Rams at
something.
the Cardinals. Cardinals are 2.5-point favorites. Kyler's back. Hopkins is back. Cardinals take the win by 3 on a Matt Prater 55-yard game-winning field goal. And my fantasy start of the week. And Jefferson.
Cardinals win, unfortunately, but I really want the Rams to win to knock the Cardinals seeding down, but it's not happening. Hand the Rams at 5th L. AJ Green is my start. That's all I gotta say.
Cool.
I will take the Rams winning this one in a close one. I'll take the Rams by 5 after Matthew Stafford throws the game-winning touchdown to Cooper Kupp with 18 seconds left. And my start of the week will be Odell.
I also think an important guy, if he's available here, leave on waivers to grab is Cooper Kupp. Coach?
I like the Rams in this one. I think Hopkins and Murray aren't 100% back and fully into the groove of things. They play one game.
21-yard touchdown to each other on the first, basically.
Yeah, but they're who they're playing, like one of the worst teams. The Rams, I keep saying this. I hope their D line actually wakes up and does something. I think the Rams by 6, and Tyler Higbee is my start.
No Darrell Henderson starts. Interesting phenomenon.
I think he's a must start.
I don't know if I would classify him as a must start. Because I mean, I have a league where I'm not starting him.
Were you like a 4-man or something?
No. There have been times I've benched him in our league, our sleeper league. That's just like 8 guys, was it 10 guys, but also like 12 roster spots. So I don't know. I think he's a very good start, but I don't know if he's a must start. Especially coming off an injury. It's been limited all week. So yeah. All right, well, that's week 14's predictions. Feel free to start everybody who we said and not who Frank said.
What?
And just fade Frank in
Listen
general.
here, you piece of shit. Don't talk to me like that.